Chapter 1, India, Size and Location. In this chapter, we will be covering size of India and its location. So let's start. India is one of the ancient civilizations in the world. It has achieved multifaceted socio-economic progress during the last 5 decades. It has moved forward, displaying remarkable progress in the field of agriculture, industry, technology, and overall economic development. India has also contributed significantly to the making of world history. Now let's study its location. So India is a vast country lying entirely in the northern hemisphere. The mainland extends between latitudes 8 degrees 4 minutes north and 37 degrees 6 minutes north, and then longitudes 68 degrees 7 minutes east and 97 degrees 25 minutes east. See here in this figure 1, you can see this is in Asia. In Asia, you can find India, right? And now come to the page number. This is the page number 3. Okay, so figure 1.3. The Tropic of Cancer, 23 degrees 30 minutes north, divides the country into almost 2 equal parts. So as we all know that India lies in the northern hemisphere, and in northern hemisphere you will find the Tropic of Cancer, which is 23 degrees 30 minutes north, right? So Tropic of Cancer divides India into almost 2 equal parts in the northern hemisphere. And if we talk about southern hemisphere, in southern hemisphere you will find the Tropic of Capricorn, okay? But India lies in the northern hemisphere. So you have to learn about this. Then, to the southeast and southwest of the mainland lie the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands in the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea respectively. So again, if we come to this map, page number 3, see here you can find. So see here, in the southeast you will find this Bay of Bengal and then Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So this is southeast, and then in southwest you will find Arabian Sea and Lakshadweep Islands. Okay, this is southwest. Okay, so to the southeast and southwest of the mainland lie the Andaman and Nicobar Island and the Lakshadweep Islands in the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea respectively. Okay, so what this means is, in the Bay of Bengal lie Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and in the Arabian Sea lie the Lakshadweep Islands. Okay, now again come back to page number 1. I am here. Now find out the extent of these groups of islands from your atlas. So this you can do yourself and you can answer in the comment section. Okay, now let's read this do you know box. The southernmost point of the Indian Union, Indira Point, got submerged under the sea water in 2004 during the tsunami. And if you remember, you must have read about the tsunami in your class 7 chapter. Okay, so you must be aware of this. Now let's study the size of India. The landmass of India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometer. India's total area accounts for about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. Now from figure 1.2 it is clear that India is the 7th largest country of the world. So let's read this figure 1.2. See here, you can see. So India is the 7th largest country, okay? And first largest is Russia, then Canada, second largest, then third largest USA, then fourth largest China, fifth largest Brazil, and sixth largest Australia, then seventh largest is India. Okay, so India is the 7th largest country of the world. India has a land boundary of about 15,200 kilometers, and the total length of coastline of the mainland, including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, is 7,516.6 kilometers. So you have to learn this. This is very important. Then India is bounded by the Yangful Mountains in the northwest. So as we all know that the Yangful Mountains in the northwest of India are the Himalayas, right? So India is bounded by the Yangful Mountains in the northwest, which are the Himalayas, then north and the northeast. So south of about 22 degree north latitude, it begins to taper and extends towards the Indian Ocean, dividing into 2 seas, the Arabian Sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal on its east. This we have already studied in the map. Alright, now look at figure 1.3 and note the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of the mainland is about 30 degree. So come back to page number 3, and here we can see the longitudinal and latitudinal extent is about 30 degree. Okay, so 30 degree will lie somewhere here, right? And if we'll talk about this, our longitude, so it will lie somewhere. So see here you can see this almost lies 30 degree, right? See, this is clear from this map. Now come back to the page again. So we were here. Despite this fact, the east-west extents appear to be smaller than the north-south extent, right? Now from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is a time lag of 2 hours. From Gujarat to Arunachal means from west to east, there is a time lag of 2 hours. Hence, time along the standard meridian of India, 82 degree 30 minutes east, passing through Mirzapur and Uttar Pradesh is taken as a standard time for the whole country. Children, this is very important. Please learn this, right? The latitudinal extent influences the duration of the day and night as one moves from south to north. So the latitudinal extent, right, the straight lines, influences the duration of the day and night as one moves from south to north. Now why this is 82 degree 30 minutes east? This will be also clear from this figure 1.3 only on page number 3. See here, you can see this. Between 80 degree and 84, it is crossing here. So this is approximately 82 degree 30 minutes. See here, it's marked as well, right? Here you can see. So now is it clear why this is 82 degree 30 minutes east is taken as the standard time? Now see, before proceeding to the next topic, let's discuss these two answers, so it will be more clear to you. Now why 82 degree 30 minutes east has been selected as the standard meridian of India? Now the answer is this: 82 degree 30 minutes east was chosen because it is centrally located, helping to maintain a uniform time across the country, right? So that everyone should follow the same time. So that this was the reason. Then the next question: why is the difference between the duration of day and night hardly felt at Kanyakumari but not so in Kashmir? Now, Kanyakumari experiences difference in day and night, very minimal difference in day and night, right? Because of its proximity to the equator. While Kashmir, being further north, because it's very far from the equator, it experiences significant variations. That is why this is noticeable. Okay. Now, I hope it is clear from this explanation, both these answers. Now the next topic, India and the world. The Indian landmass has a central location between the East and West Asia. India is a southward extension of the Asian continent. Okay. Now this is a southward extension. See here, southward means this downward. Okay. It is an extension of Asian continent. So India lies in Asia. The Trans-Indian Ocean routes, which connect the countries of Europe in the west and countries of East Asia, provide a strategic central location to India. Note that the Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from the western coast, and with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. Okay. Now no other country has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean as India has, and indeed it is India's eminent position in the Indian Ocean which justifies the naming of an ocean after it. Okay, so if you are asked this question that why Indian Ocean is named as Indian Ocean, so this whole paragraph is the answer to this question. Now let's read this do you know box. Since the opening of Suez Canal in 1869, India's distance from Europe has been reduced by 7,000 kilometers. See how good it is, right? Now this figure 1.3 we have already studied. Now this is figure 1.4, India on international highway of trade and commerce. Now India's contact with the world have continued through ages, but her relationships through the land routes are much older than her maritime contact. The various passes across the mountains in the north have provided passages to the ancient travelers, while the oceans restricted such interaction for a long time. These routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. The idea of the Upanishads and the Ramayana, the stories of Panchatantra, the Indian numerals and the decimal system thus could reach many parts of the world. The spices, muslin and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. Now India is very famous for its spices, pepper, cloves, cardamom, cinnamon, and these all available in South India. So many traders long back ago, like in 1498, Vasco da Gama was the first explorer who came to India. All these people who came to India, then the East India Company came. They came for trade, and what were the things they were trading was muslin cloth. Muslin is a fabric. Okay, then spices, pepper, cardamom, clove, cinnamon, which was available in South India, and South India has a very nice reach from through the ocean, so they came from water side. Okay, that is why the spices, the muslin, and the other merchandise were taken from India to different countries, and here they were taken at a less price, and there sold. They were sold at a much higher price. So these people were benefiting from India. On the other hand, the influence of Greek sculpture and the architectural styles of dome and minarets from West Asia can be seen in different parts of the country. Now, the architectural styles of dome and minarets were very popular during the time of kings. The palaces, they have the dome structure. Then some of the things were taken by the temples. Many famous temples have those dome structures, right? India's neighbors. India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia. India has 28 states and 8 union territories. Okay, and here you can find in this map here, in figure 1.5, you will find all the 28 states and 8 union territories, and you can learn all these. Okay. Then see find out box, the number of union territories along the western and eastern coast. So let's see the first question. The number of union territories along the western and eastern coast. So if we look at this map, we'll find the answer to this. Now the number of union territories along the western and eastern coast are like Daman and Diu, then Dadar and Nagar Haveli, now which is 1, then Lakshadweep, right? Then Andaman and Nicobar Islands on the eastern coast. Okay, so you can note down all these answers. Then the next question, area wise, which is the smallest and which is the largest state? Now area wise, if you know, Goa is the smallest state by area and Rajasthan is the largest state in India by area. So you can learn these, and you can also note down the answers. Then third question, the states which do not have an international border or lie in the coast. Now the states here in the middle, right? So if I zoom this, so you can see clearly, then that Haryana, then Jharkhand, then Madhya Pradesh, then Chhattisgarh, then Telangana, Uttarakhand and Bihar. These are the states that neither have an international border or nor they lie on the coast. And the states which are bordering, now the next question, the states I'll tell you with the next question. Let's read the next question first. Now classify the states into 4 groups, each having common frontiers with Pakistan. Now with Pakistan are Jammu and Kashmir, then Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Okay, so here all this you will find here, Jammu and Kashmir, then Punjab, then Rajasthan and Gujarat, right? Then bordering China are Ladakh, then Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. Then bordering Myanmar are, this is Myanmar here, bordering Myanmar are Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur and Mizoram. Then bordering Bangladesh are, let's come to Bangladesh first. See here Bangladesh. Then bordering Bangladesh are West Bengal, right? Then Assam, then Tripura and Meghalaya, right? So if you want to note down the answers, please tell me in the comment section. I will send you separate answers also for this. Now we come back to the paragraph. India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest. So if we again come back to this map, India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan. In the northwest. This is the northwest part. Then China, Tibet, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, right? So you will find China, Nepal and Bhutan in the north here. This is the north. Then Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. So Myanmar and Bangladesh here in the east side. Our southern neighbors across the sea consist of 2 island countries, namely Sri Lanka and Maldives, right? So here is Sri Lanka. See, you can see here Sri Lanka and then Maldives. Our southern neighbors across the sea consist of 2 island countries, namely Sri Lanka and Maldives, and this is in the south. In the south side, okay. Then Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel, very narrow channel, known as the Park Strait, and the Gulf of Mannar. while Maldives Island are situated to the south of Lakshadweep Island. So Maldives are situated to the south of Lakshadweep. Okay. India has strong geographical and historical links with her neighbors. Look at the physical map of Asia in your atlas and note how India stands apart from the rest of Asia. So please find the answer to this and let me know in the comment section. Before proceeding to the next page, let's come back again to the last page, page number 4, and let's read this do you know box. Before 1947, there were two types of states in India, the provinces and the princely states. Provinces were ruled directly by British officials who were appointed by the Viceroy, and princely states were ruled by local hereditary rulers who acknowledged sovereignty in return for local autonomy. Okay. Now this do you know box this is School Bhuvan. This is a website which is a map-based learning to bring awareness among the students about the country's natural resources, environment, and their role in sustainable development. And this is a very good initiative. Children, please go through this website. You will learn a lot. Okay. Let's do the back exercise. Right? Choose the right answer from the 4 alternatives given below. Question 1. The Tropic of Cancer does not pass through A. Rajasthan, B. Orissa, C. Chhattisgarh, and D. Tripura. So the correct answer, the Tropic of Cancer does not pass through, is B. Orissa. Okay. Then the next question, the easternmost longitude of India is A. 97 degree 25 minutes east, B. 68 degree 7 minutes east, C. 77 degree 6 minutes east, and then D. 82 degree 30 minutes east. So the correct answer which we have studied is 97 degree 25 minutes east, A option. Okay. Then third one, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and Sikkim have common frontiers with. This we have already discussed. So the option is A. China, then B. Bhutan, C. Nepal, and D. Myanmar. So the correct answer is C. Nepal. Okay. Then fourth one, if you intend to visit Kavarati during your summer vacations, which one of the following union territories of India you will be going to? So A. Puducherry, B. Lakshadweep, C. Andaman and Nicobar, and D. Daman and Diu. So see, Kavarati, the capital of Lakshadweep is Kavarati. Okay, so the correct answer is B. Lakshadweep. So Kavarati, the capital of Lakshadweep is Kavarati. So you will be going to Lakshadweep. Then fifth one, my friend hails from a country which does not share land boundary with India. Identify the country. A. Bhutan, B. Tajikistan, C. Bangladesh, D. Nepal. So the correct answer is Tajikistan. Okay. So Tajikistan does not share the land boundary with India. And this is very clear from figure 1.3 as well. Now the next second question. Answer the following questions briefly. Name the group of islands lying in the Arabian Sea. So as we all know that India lies in the northern hemisphere with the mainland extending between latitudes 8 degree 4 minutes north and then 37 degree 6 minutes north, and then longitudes 68 degree 7 minutes east and 97 degree 25 minutes east. So the Tropic of Cancer 23 degree 30 minutes north divides the country into almost 2 equal parts, where Lakshadweep Island lie in the Arabian Sea to the southwest of the mainland, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands lie in the Bay of Bengal to the southeast of the mainland. And if you want the exact answer, so you will find this exact answer here on the first page. So you can, this is the first answer, starting from here till here, okay. So this is answer to first part, okay, answer to first part. Now let's come back to the next question. Question 2, second part. Name the countries which are larger than India. Now the countries which are larger than India are Russia, then Canada, the USA, China, Brazil, and Australia, right? So this answer also is clear from this figure 1.2. As we all know that India is the 7th largest state. So before India, all these 6 countries, these are largest from India. So this is the answer to question 2, second part, right? See how easy this is. If you will follow my video, you will find the answers very nicely. And still if you have confusions, Please let me know in the comment section. I will again post the next video of this bag exercise. Okay, a separate video. Now come to question 3. Which island group of India lies in to its southeast? So the Andaman and Nicobar lie to the southeast of India in the Bay of Bengal. India has a land boundary of about 15,200 kilometers. The total length of the coastline, including the islands of Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, is 7,516.6 kilometers. So if you want, I can explain you again. Come back to this. We can also study from this figure 1.5. So Andaman and Nicobar Islands lie to the southeast of India here. Okay, so this is southeast of India, and this is in the Bay of Bengal, right? So India has a land boundary. Again, I am repeating the answer. India has a land. This is here the answer. You will find here on page number 2. India has a land boundary of about 15,200 kilometers, and the total length of coastline of the mainland, including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, is 7,516.6 kilometers. So before this answer, please add the line that the Andaman and Nicobar Islands lie to the southeast of India in the Bay of Bengal. So this is question 2, third part answer. Okay, third part answer. Now let's come to the fourth question. Question 2, fourth part. Which island countries are our southern neighbors? So the island countries that are southern neighbors are Sri Lanka and Maldives. We have just studied about this. So Maldives Islands are situated to the south of the Lakshadweep Islands, whereas Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by the Park Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. So you will find the answer here. Starting from here, if we will see here, our southern neighbors. So this is question 2, fourth part answer. Our southern neighbors across the sea consist of 2 island countries, namely, then come to the next page, Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by the Park Strait and the Gulf of Mannar, while Maldives Islands are situated to the south of the Lakshadweep Islands. So this whole paragraph is the answer to second question, fourth part. Okay. Second question, fourth part. Now come back to the next question. So now let's see the question 3. The sun rises 2 hours earlier in Arunachal Pradesh as compared to Gujarat in the west, but the watches show the same time. How does this happen? Now how does this happen? This also we have already studied. Now this happens because of the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India. And we all know that the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India is about 30 degrees. So the east-west extent is smaller than the north-south extent. There is a time lag of 2 hours from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, as Arunachal Pradesh lies on the eastern side of India. Now the answer you will find here. See, the latitudinal and the longitudinal extent of the mainland is about 30 degrees. Despite this fact, the eastward extent appears to be smaller than the north-south extent. So from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is a time lag of 2 hours. Okay. The time along the standard meridian, you can skip this hence. Then the time along the standard meridian of India, 82 degrees 30 minutes east, passing through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh, is taken as the standard time for the whole country. So the latitudinal extent influences the duration of the day and night as one moves from south to north. So this is the answer to this third question. Answer 3. Okay. And then you can add the last line of the question here to the after this whole answer. You will add a line from the question only. That is why the watches show the same time, right, in all parts of the country. So you can add this line after that answer. Now the fourth question. The central location of India at the head of Indian Ocean is considered of great significance. Why? Now India is a southward extension of Asian continent, and it is located in central position between East and West Asia. Here is the answer. So this is the answer here. The Indian landmass has a central location between the East and West Asia. While we were studying this paragraph, I have already told you that if you will be asked the question that why the Indian Ocean has be named as Indian Ocean, right? So this answer is also to that question. Then the fourth question also, the central location of India at the head of Indian Ocean is considered of great significance. Why? So this answer is also answer 4 here. This is answer 4. The Indian landmass has a central location between the East and the West Asia. India is the southwest extension of the Asian continent. The trans-Indian Ocean routes which connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia provide a strategic central location to India. Then the Deccan Peninsula, you can skip this, the Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from the western coast, and with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. So there is no other country which has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean as India has, and indeed it is India's eminent position in the Indian Ocean which justifies the naming of an ocean after it. So this is answer 4. This whole paragraph is answer 4. Question of map skills. This you will do on the map, right? This you can practice your map. So here we come to the end of this chapter. Thank you.